Good morning, everyone. It's La Luna Bell. Y'all, this is for entertainment purposes only. For TikTok, 18 plus trigger warning. All names are fictional. Y'all, these are stories from my own personal perspective. Y'all, I am a survivor of many forms of narcissistic abuse, the essay. But y'all, what I want to talk about is I made a post, I can't remember if it was about a month and a half, 2 months ago, about talking to my medical professionals about everything I have experienced, everything I have survived. And that I'm finally, you see it takes a lot to start to reestablish that trust relationship with my medical professionals. I say this because my psychiatrist that I used to go to actually became an abuser. Because she'd been told me for almost 15 years that I was a survivor of abuse from my family, my mother, my sister, and my late husband. But she started seeing my sister as her patient, which is typical of the flying monkeys, okay? And when I spoke out to her the last time, she immediately shut me down and said, "What's your problem with your sister?" Okay, I'm gonna leave that there for a moment because what I'm saying, my point is that I have to reestablish my trust with my medical professional. When I started speaking my truth and telling people about what I've experienced in my own life from infancy on, but in particular in the last 3 years, especially with the extensive and multiple people of my gang stalkers. After I made that post, the increase in the gang stalking was wow. I started having every live I did, I was getting restricted multiple times a day. There was one time I went live 4 times and I restricted every time because someone reported me. And then my posts are being reported. And these people are actively coming into my lives to do this to me and have been doing this since I started doing lives on this app. Now, I say this because when I started speaking to my medical professionals, I told my son, and I also sent a message to my nephew-in-law that I expected this to happen, that I expected my sister, Steph, and Nat, and the others, and they did, and they continued to do so, many of them, to do the gang stalking and to come into my lives and to do the mass reporting of both my lives and my content, trying to have me nannered. And they have interfered with my ability to become independently financial on my own without my disability, because I am disabled. I am a disabled survivor and apparently continuing to be a victim, which I will not remain silent for. Y'all, what my point being is that when you are going through this kind of gang stalking, and don't think staying quiet is going to help you. I thought that for 3 years. I thought, oh my gosh, if I'm just quiet and I stay in my little hidey hole and don't mess with people, if I stay in my house, my yard, whatever, that it will stop. No, it's only escalated. So now in speaking my truth, it disturbs them. I don't care what your past behavior is, but I will draw the line of what you're doing and the continuation. Don't let people do this to you. Don't be intimidated by their tactics, whether they're coming into your lives and then want to report you because you use their public moniker that they have for whatever they're coming in your live for. I don't care. But be aware, and let people know, give that communication, because, I'm glad that I had told my doctors and everything that I was kind of expecting all this stuff, and I wasn't surprised, and as well for my son and my nephew-in-law. But y'all, please be aware, and this is my only account. I am on the other platforms. So if they manage to you know what? You know where to find me. Thank you, and I've enjoyed it. I love every one of my subscribers and everybody, my followers. Thank you all so much. Many blessings to you. Blessed be.